Let's analyze the stock market trading session for today, Monday, April 18, 2022. This is a daily chart of the S&P 500 for the record. Since I did not do a video over the weekend, I am no longer long the S&P 500. I liquidated my position on Thursday at the end of the day. Why? If you remember my stop loss, I said I bought here, and I said my stop loss was going to be below this low here. But I did not like the close. It was very bearish day, dipping back down below the 5-day, the 50-day moving average, and it was a mistake. So I ended up liquidating my position at the end of the trading session. My position size was half, but I've taken 2 losses in a row. So that's almost equivalent to a full position risk wise. So for my next trade, I will also use half of a position, no matter how much conviction I have in the setup, as I've already taken 2 in a row, and I do not want to take my third loss with the full size position. Anyways, tomorrow, levels that I'll be watching will be today's low. Today's price action was very volatile intraday. It is now below all these major moving averages. So I will not consider buying again until we get two conditions above the 50 and above the 5-day moving average. If it happens tomorrow, I will consider buying again. But until that happens, I will not be going long short. I do not like the setup. It's been very choppy. There's really no momentum. Today I had a chance to really sell off and it didn't. So I'm just going to be a spectator for now. Now for the Nasdaq 100, for the record, same as the S&P 500, I liquidated my position at the end of the day on Thursday. You remember I bought at the end of the day here on Wednesday, and my hard stop loss was going to be below this low, but it came out, I think it was 3 or 4 cents at the end of the day from my stop order being executed, and it didn't. So I ended up liquidating my position. Why? It was, like I said, it closed very around the same level where I had my stop loss, and I did not want to risk a gap in the morning and taking a bigger loss than I anticipated, which was the case this morning. Levels that I'll be watching tomorrow will be above 40, say around this level, above 14,000. Only way I will consider going long is if it significantly trades above the 5-day moving average, which will be around, say, 14,100, around this area, but definitely has to be above 14,000. It is below all these major moving averages. Going short, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm sure a lot of people thought it was a good idea to go short last Thursday, anticipating a big sell off today. And early in the morning, got a gap lower, but it quickly recovered. So it is very choppy. I will just watch it for now. Short side, like I said, I'm not interested. I don't see a good setup. To the long side, only once it pushes way above the 5-day moving average. For the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, this one is showing a little more strength. Was able to push back above the 5-day moving average. I'm expecting, or I'll be watching for some follow through tomorrow. If that's the case, I will consider going long. And if that's the case, it really depends on where I get in tomorrow. If that's the case, then my stop loss will be underneath probably today's low. But we'll see. Maybe we end up gapping higher tomorrow and push much higher. And if that's the case, I will probably use tomorrow's low as my stop loss. But this one is looking a little better than the other indices. For the Dow Jones Industrial Average, this one very choppy, but was able to bounce uh, off the 50-day moving average. It is still in this training range between here and here. So expect a lot of choppiness between all these moving averages. So I will not consider taking a trade until it pushes above this level or below this level. For the Russell 2000 IWM ETF, this one's very choppy. Last Thursday, it tried to push above the 50-day moving average, above the 10. It failed. But now it seems like it's holding this support level around this area. We'll see where it wants to go from here. If this one pushes back above, I mean, it has a lot of resistance, got all these moving averages. So I cannot really find a good level where I'll say this will be very bullish, as even if it pushes back the 50-day moving average, then you got the 20-day moving average up here. So if this one spends more time down here, chances are it would probably end up going lower. Good luck trading tomorrow, and thanks for stopping by.